Truth be told, he's always been a hustler on a mission. Mission for greatness. Some people are naturally blessed with the hustler's ambition. Now, this story is one that we're all quite familiar with. This man had talent and a dream. Three things that he always had besides his 45 were intelligence, ambition, and intuition. Hustler is not simply born. The true hustler is created as he adapts to the bullshit this world throws at him.
This is Andre of Big Gemini Kennels, aka BGK. Welcome back. Smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, drop a comment, let us know what you're thinking. Make sure you hit that alert button so that you're notified every time we drop content, and that's gonna be frequently because we came to drop bombs. Beast mode.
Hey, what up? So today, Dre BGK is here to hit you with a story time. Let's get ready for a BGK story time.
The time that I gave a free puppy to my neighbor who had been asking me about my dogs but had no idea that we were a huge well-known kennel. Yeah, that happened.
Hey, what up everybody? It's Andre BGK back at you with another story time. This one is another banger. You know how we do. Happy Memorial Day. Salute to all the veterans out there. I appreciate it. I happen to be one myself. And for all the fallen soldiers, definitely want to pay my respects. With all due respect, we remember you on this day. On this weekend, I should say. Now, with that being said, this story time is about a neighbor of mine who was very curious about my dogs, right? So, the house next to the BGK ranch went up for sale, right? And when that house went up for sale, me, being the entrepreneur that I am, the first thought in my mind was, let me go purchase that property so I can own the property next to me and my property, and I'll either rent that out or utilize the space. I'm not sure which way I was going to go with it, but I wanted to purchase the property, right? So I contacted the realtor and told her I want to purchase the property, and she said, unfortunately, we have a cash offer in, and we'll keep your offer as a backup offer because I was doing traditional bank financing. Pissed me off, right? Now, the neighbor that turned out to be the guy that was purchasing the property that I wanted to purchase was a younger Hispanic male, and with that being said, like, as soon as he pulled up, you know, I kind of felt some energy. Like, he kind of seemed like he was looking at my yard like, what is this guy into? He got all these pits over here, got these cars in the yard. He's not always there because I come between the BGK ranch and the BGK villa. So he would see me coming and going. I would see him coming and going. And we kind of really didn't hit it off, you know. Then he started asking me about the dogs. Now, the first question he asked me about the dogs kind of made me mad because his very first question on the very first day that we met was, hey, do you fight these dogs? Are they fighting dogs? Come on, you can tell me you fight the dogs. Now, immediately, if y'all know me, you know I took offense. Hell no, I ain't fighting these dogs, bro. I will fight you for saying I'm fighting these dogs. Like, you know what, man, nice to meet you. Hey, man, come over here and talk. No, I don't even want to talk to you, bro. Nice to meet you, though. So I kind of pushed off, and I would see him all the time out there just staring at my dogs. Him, his friends, they'd be out in the backyard and staring at the dogs, man. And eventually we started to kind of develop a rapport. He seemed like a cool guy. Maybe we just kind of hit it off awkwardly initially. I just didn't like being questioned about dog fighting because I don't dog fight. I don't know why you would assume that, but whatever. You know, I noticed that when Animal Control came by the BGK Ranch to do their annual inspection, that he was really at the fence line with a couple of his friends watching, like, oh my gosh, there's these animal control officers and they're walking through the property. Oh, they're friends with him. Oh, they like him. Oh, okay, maybe he's legit. So maybe that was his moment of clarity. I don't know. Maybe he watched me over time and realized I'm a good guy, because I am a good guy. I don't know. I can't speak to that. But he started telling me, do you breed these dogs? Dude, like, I've never seen pit bulls this huge. And I had to explain to him like I explained to everybody else. And just so you guys know, I do not breed pit bulls. I breed what's known as XL American Bullies. And technically, I breed XXL American Bullies because a lot of my dogs happen to be taller than 24 inches. And the XL American Bully is limited to 24 inches if you look at the ABKC and the definition of an XL American Bully. I have some males that are 25, 26 inches tall. What are they? They can't be XL American Bullies, right? They're too big, right? Because that's what we do at Big Gemini Kennels, is we do it real big. So anyway, he doesn't know that I'm BGK. He doesn't know that I'm Andre from BGK. He doesn't know that we have Big Gemini Kennels. All he knows is, man, they got a yard full of some of the biggest pit bulls I ever seen in my life, and they're beautiful, and I want one. So he kept trying to convince me. This is the funny part. This guy kept trying to convince me that I should breed. Hey, man, you ever thought about breeding these dogs? Well, yeah, I do breed them, but I don't breed them to sell. I give them to some friends, and I have friends, some guys that train them, and then they do whatever they do with them. He just is confused because personally, I don't like to let my business out there, and I didn't want my neighbors to know that I'm over here breeding dogs under the name of BGK because I like my privacy, just like you like your privacy, right? I'm very public online, I'm very public on YouTube, but I'm very private in my personal life, So all he sees is a guy coming and going. I got multiple guys over here helping me out with the kennels. We got our kennel hands, so he doesn't know exactly how this is playing out, And he just kept asking me, man, you definitely, I haven't seen dogs like this. All my friends that come over here, we just want to sit here and stare at your dogs. You definitely can make some money selling these dogs. And I'm kind of laughing in my head like, this guy's really trying to convince me to be a breeder. And this tells me that my dogs are special not because of my marketing, because I will not lie to you. We know each other through marketing. I'm good at marketing. I love sharing my dogs and my experiences with you guys. So this is somebody that has no idea of any of that aspect of BGK or Andre or any of that. Only thing he knows is he really loves the style and size of the dogs that he sees. And he also knows that my yard is well protected, because even though they see him and his friends like every day, they barbecue, they have all kinds of get-togethers over there, and my dogs go crazy because they do not like outside people. If they do not know you, they feel like they owe you. That's just what it is. So he'll come up and stand by the fence, but he stands back, and his friends stand back because my dogs are barking and growling at him every single time. They do not like him. They don't care who he is, and it's not because of bad vibes, because a lot of people say if your dog is barking at somebody, it's because they're a bad person. No, my dog is barking at you because he's trained to do that, because he doesn't know you. He's not socialized to know people outside of the family. So anything on the other side of the fence is an op, and we terminate all ops at any opportunity. I look at ops as opportunities, right? Period. And my dogs do the same. We're the same. Like, I'm a part of their pack. I don't even think they're a part of my pack anymore. Like, I'm just the alpha of the pack, but I'm a part of their pack, right? So with that being said, I kept thinking like, maybe I should get this guy a dog, and he kept trying to buy a dog from me. And the final offer I remember him making was, he had offered, like, it wasn't a specific number, but he's just like, I know it's not going to be 1,000. I know it's going to be thousands because I can tell by the quality of the dog. But I'm willing to do that. Like, I have money, which I already know. He bought the house cash, right? So I could have easily sold him the dog. But you know what I did? I told him, look, I have a breeding. I want to give you a pup from this breeding. You got to do one thing for me with this pup. Make sure I get to watch it grow up. Make sure that you take good care of this pup. Make sure that this pup gets his shots, his training. Make sure you take good care of the dog, and make sure that you give me updated pictures. Like, because I'm not going to be able to keep taking pictures of him as he develops. I'm not going to keep interacting with him. I want him to be a great guard dog for your property. Now, reality being told, because the dog is next door, am I going to be able to probably have a bond with the dog and be able to see the dog and touch the dog whenever I want? Yeah. So that's kind of a win-win situation, right? The dog is next door, and it's also going to be a dog that I really like and I get to watch grow up. And as you can see, this is a beautiful dog. This is not just an average puppy that I gave him. And honestly, the price that it would have went for on my website is something that he probably would have blew a gasket if I told him. And if he knew that this dog came from BGK, I think he'd flip out too. But you know what? The beautiful thing is, if he ever finds out, the only thing he can do is be happy. And if he comes across this video, or if a friend of his come across this video and they recognize the puppy, then so be it. We're spreading goodwill. But it's not always about the money for me. You just want to make sure a good dog gets with a good person. That's the essence of what I made this video to say. It's about good dogs and good people, because a lot of the perception is, we're just greeters. We're only, when I say greeters, they call breeders greedy, and we're only here for the money. But I'm in this because I truly love this breed, and it takes responsible breeders like myself who is accountable for their actions, accountable for the dogs, accountable for their dog's well-being, and accountable for the breed's reputation. When it's in my hands, I'm going to try to put it in the best light possible, and I'm going to give it to other great people. And after I vetted him, even though we had a rough start initially, I could tell he is a good guy, and we're just going through the process of getting to know each other as neighbors, so be it.
One thing I did have to do was convince his girlfriend that it would not grow up to be a crazy killer. She was kind of nervous because she's seen all the big dogs in my yard and how they would respond to her approaching my fence line and how they would bark and growl. And I let her know that once this dog becomes your family, you have no concerns like that. It will be bonded with you the same way my dogs are bonded with me. So I did have to talk his girlfriend into it because she was nervous when she seen the big dogs that came from our yard.
One thing I do want to address before I end this video is this. A lot of people are like, why do you breed, man? There's so many dogs in shelters. Why do you breed? I don't understand why you still like to breed, bro. Why are you going to breed two dogs together when there's a million pit bulls in shelters? First of all, I breed XL American Bullies, which are mistaken for pit bulls, and that's why I say pit bulls a lot, so I can bring you guys in and then educate you that I actually breed XL or XXL American Bullies. Call it whatever you choose, right? But I'm going to tell you this. This is why I breed. If you do not have responsible breeders and you only purchase dogs from shelters, there's a two-part answer to that. The first part is the dogs in a shelter are traumatized. A lot of the dogs in the shelters have hidden triggers. They have hidden issues. And if you don't have the right quality person that comes by, not even quality, the right experienced person to take these dogs and take care of these dogs, and then you take a young adult home or an adult home with the best intentions. I just rescued this dog from the shelter, and then it turns and snaps on your kid and bites your kid because this dog has been beaten and is traumatized, and it reacts when it sees a newspaper, and you happen to be the one to pick up the newspaper, and all of a sudden it spazzes. Then everything goes bad, and there's going to be another story in the news about here's a pit bull attack, and nobody cares about why. It's just a random pit bull attack, and it makes the breed look bad. That's A. And B, the other reason I say that I breed is because if you don't have people doing certain caliber breedings, like I mean caliber, high quality breedings, then the breed just falls off. There is no pit bull factory, right? There is no XL American Bully factory, right? It takes responsible breeders that are accountable for what they do to keep the breed moving forward. If everybody stops breeding right now, eventually the breed goes to shit and disintegrates, and that's it, and it's gone. So be thankful that there are breed ambassadors and responsible breeders such as myself, such as Bully Kennels, such as a lot of the other kennels that I'm not even going to mention because there's too many to mention. There's a lot of other responsible breeders out there outside of myself. So don't think I'm just trying to say BGK is the only way. But make sure if you're going to pick up a dog and add it to your family, you don't want to add a liability to your family. Check on the temperament of that dog that you add into your family. Check on the pedigree of the dog that you add into your family. Check on the breeder. Make sure it's a responsible breeder that's giving you a dog that they will stand behind, that they have a health guarantee on their dog. Like we guarantee the health on our dogs for up to a year, right? If you're going to find an issue, you usually will find it within a year, and we urge any of our clients to go ahead and take it to the vet and get that once over once it gets in your hands, right? Because we know that we're giving you a healthy dog. We take great pride in that. So support responsible breeders. Please support responsible breeders because we need you and y'all need us if you're into the same breed that I am. We have a raw dog food coming out. It'll be available in about 3 weeks. It's organic. It's USDA approved. It is made by all organic USDA approved content. It is made at a USDA approved factory. So everything about this is top tier. We always say quality matters. We're not going to go give you a dog food that isn't top quality. It contains everything you would want. It contains the organs. It contains the meat. It contains fish as far as the omega-1, the omega-3. Dude, this, I don't even want to say much more. I will give you some more details as it comes out, but we're really excited to introduce this to the public. Coming soon to a store near you, or you can order it directly from our website, however you like to do it. I look forward to what we're doing in the future, man. It's going to be huge. It's going to be crazy. And also, if you guys want to pick up my books, go to the website, BigGeminiKennels.com, right here. BigGeminiKennels.com, and check us out. I actually have a combo special. If you don't have both of the books, go ahead and grab both of the books. You can only get that on my website. You can only get the combo deal for both the books for a lower price on my website. But you can also purchase my books on Amazon.com if you like to purchase it from there. I suggest you get it from my website, but I'm happy for you to purchase it on Amazon if you like to. All right, Andre BGK, and I'm out.